Today, I'm going to share with you the manufacturer's suggested way to defrost your fridge in 10 easy steps. One of those steps is something extra I added to make the process next time a little smoother. I'm also going to share with you what not to do according to the manufacturer's directions. I happen to be using a Norcold RV refrigerator, but you can probably do this on another brand as well.
Hello and welcome back. If it's your first time here, I'm Scott.
And I'm Allison.
And we are
Jarhead and Ginger's Journey.
We're full-time RVers. We do destination videos, tips and tricks, and all things RV. That sounds like something you'd like. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and come along on our journeys.
The first thing you're going to want to do is to remove the food, all the food out of the freezer. Last time I didn't remove the food from the refrigerator and it was fine, so I'm just going to take the food out of the freezer and let's get to work. Don't judge. This is my refrigerator, packed full. I'm going to take all this food out and show you the ugly secret hiding back there. I'm going to put the food into my cooler. I have a Yeti cooler that I'm going to put it all in. You can also use, if you have a stainless steel sink, go ahead and just put it in your stainless steel sink and then put the covers over it to keep it warm. So here I'm going to turn it off first and start removing the food. Now that it's empty, you can see the mess. Let me give you a closer look. This is about 6 months of accumulation. Since you have all of the food out and you're going to have it off for a while to clean it, now's a good time to take out these buckets and clean them as well. I'm going to clean them in some Dawn and vinegar. Some things that you'll need to have on hand when you're defrosting your refrigerator are some towels to absorb the water, some bowls to heat up water to place inside the refrigerator, and I like to have a bottle of vinegar water to spray it all down. It is also helpful to have some kind of scraper tool. I am following these directions straight from the Norcold instruction manual. The instructions say never to use a hair dryer or hot water to defrost your fridge. It does recommend using bowls of warm water. So I'm going to place the towels in the bottom of the fridge to soak up the water. And then I'm going to place bowls of warm water, still not too hot for my fingers to be in, but warm enough to put some warmth in there. Now I'm going to close the refrigerator and check back in about half an hour. It has been about 15 minutes. I'm going to open it up and see what's going on in here. Starting to soften it up a little bit. The water is cold, so I think I'm going to increase the frequency of changing out the hot water or the warm water. And do you think that I should leave the doors open or closed? I've seen it done closed, and I guess the thought is to hold the heat in, but there is warm air outside right now too, so I might try 15 minutes open, 15 minutes closed. I don't know, but I'm just getting my water straight out of the sink, and we are plugged in with full hookups, so I'm gonna pour it right back down. Another thing I recommend is to make sure it is nap time if you have a new puppy. She's all over the place barking and everything today. She was napping, but I woke her up talking. It's been 2 or 3 15-minute intervals of changing out the warm water, not hot. And now I'm going to take this scraper, this non-marring scraper bar, and I'm going to move the water over a little bit. I take it out and change, but you can see, oh look, a piece, when I moved it, a piece just fell out. Success. So let's see how much of this we can get scraped off now. I have my ice maker running in the background to replace what's melting. Oh, look at that. Big old iceberg. Yeah, success. I should put that in Harry's bowl. He'd have a blast with it. Those just fell right into the water. These shelves, if they do come out, I don't know how to do it. If you know how to take these shelves out, leave a note in the comments. Sure would be easier if I could get them out. All right, now that I've seen that this is breaking up, I'm gonna get some man muscle in here. Okay, I got my man muscle here. Here's Jarhead to scrape this ice down for me. The top came off pretty easy, but because I can't get these shelves off, the rest is going to be a little bit more difficult. Let's see what he can do.
So I don't know if she told you guys or not, but this is a non-marring pry bar, and it's made to pry on things and not actually make marks and stuff. So it's actually flexible, so it's okay to use back here. You don't want to use a chisel or a metal spatula or anything crazy like that, but something like this will work fine.
Your ice scraper from your car. We're in Texas right now for the winter, and we do not own an ice maker. We've had to use this. It's a snowball fight. We've had to use this to scrape the ice up of our windshield before, or we meaning him, because I'm not doing that.
So it seems like once you get it started, it pretty much comes right off pretty easily after however many minutes of warm water you put in here.
I think it was about 45 minutes.
45 minutes worth of warm water treatment?
Yes.
Or whatever you want to call it.
Yep, so these towels come out of your way. Yeah. I also added to that list, you might want to have a mop handy. All right, I'm going to get the rest of this out and just spray it down with some vinegar, dry it off, and then it'll be time to put the food back in. Now, I have it clean and dry. I'm going to do something that's going to make it much easier next time. Some people like to use these little plastic cutting boards. They're really thin, but according to one of the top RV techs, they're not thin enough. So I'm going to use cling wrap. It's also a proven method, and I'm going to put that in for you and show you how it goes. Okay, the cling wrap is in. It's not all the way to the top, but I noticed that the frost didn't go all the way to the top. So now it is time to turn the refrigerator back on. I'm going to turn up the cooling temperature and give it time to cool, and then we'll put the food back in. After the food's back in, you're good to go, and I'm going to check it in about 3 months and see if it's ready to defrost, and we'll show that to you. It has been 4 months since I recorded the first part of the video, and now let's see how frosty we are. I'm gonna open it up and take everything out. I'm actually going to place everything in the sink this time because we got rid of the big old Yeti. And so I'm gonna get started with that, and then I'll show you how easy it is to remove the ice this time, hopefully. Here's everything that's in the sink. It actually took up both sides. I was going to put the sink covers on, but I think this will be a quick process and I'll leave it just as it is. I'm going to turn off the whole refrigerator, freezer, and you can see the buildup in there. It's been probably too long. There's quite the buildup. So let's see now. First we'll zoom in on it. And you can see that it hasn't gone all the way to the top where the saran wrap is. So now let's see how well the saran wrap method worked. I'm gonna reach in here and I can barely reach it. I probably should have a step stool, but I do have this non-marring pry bar. I'm gonna try it up here. And it's kind of hard to reach. It looks like I'm gonna start from the other side here. And just scrape, I can pull it with my hand almost. Oh, look at that. It's coming off my hand right here. That shelf wasn't in the way. Oh, look at that. You're gonna have snow all over the house. Xanadu's going crazy after the ice. I think I'm gonna bring the man muscle back in on this because I'm too short. My arms are too short, so here comes Jarhead to the rescue.
Well, looks like she's got a pretty good start on it. She just couldn't reach, so I'll go ahead and take over from here. I do have the non-marring pry bar. But it looks like I could just get my hands behind the saran wrap or cling wrap or whatever it is and pull most of it out of there. So let's see how it works.
Look at this. This is the ice that came out of there. That took, what, not even 5 minutes? And the dogs would love for me to leave this for them, but I'm gonna go ahead and dump it out. Since I have the sink full, I just put it in these buckets, which I'm gonna clean again.
I've only been at this for about 5 minutes, maybe a little more than 5 minutes, and it was a little hard in spots, but with the pry bar, it all came off very easy. You saw when she did the defrosting, it took her 45 minutes of putting hot water in just to get it to start coming off. This, as soon as we turned it off and started working the pry bar in there, it started coming off in pretty good sized chunks, and now all there's left is pretty much a pile of snow in the corner. So I'll let her to continue, and I'll see you guys later.
We've dumped out 2 of these buckets. I'm going to put the rest of the snow in here and wash up the bins and reline with saran wrap in just a minute. It is all sparkling clean now, and so now we're going to line it again with the cling wrap, and I'm going to use my Jarhead's help for that again since I've got little arms. So come on, baby, let's show them how to do this. Basically, we're just going to apply the cling wrap. He hates working with cling wrap because, you know, it only likes to cling to itself, really. So this is a true test for him.
It's going to be the same process as you guys saw on the first defrosting, so we won't put you through another round of that. We'll go ahead and do it, and then she'll come back and talk to you guys some more.
We gave it a good scrubbing with vinegar and water and applied the cling wrap to the back, and now we're done. Just time to put the food in and turn it back on to cool off, and then put the food back in. We really hope that you enjoyed this and it was helpful for you. Please leave a comment in the comments below and let us know what you think. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much.
Hey, Deb
and Joel
from Chasing Every Sunshine. Don't forget to tune in next week to
Jarhead and Ginger's Journey.
Oh, and I'm gonna spill water all over my shirt. Yep. Wet t-shirt in the house.